Three.
Hey guys, Lauren Casey here, joining you from the Traffic Now Center at RTV6. It's a little dark in here because we're in between newscasts, but I want to take a moment and get you better prepared for your weekend travels. We just enjoyed a nice holiday weekend for the 4th of July, so I checked in with Nathan Riggs with INDOT. He's their spokesperson about what projects they'll be working on throughout this weekend into next week, and there's a lot of them, so I want to help you plan this out. First, travel with me over here to our monitor. This is that South Side Bridge project at I-65 and I-465. Now, if you went through this area early this morning, you probably saw a lot of orange barrels on your road, and that's because crews are working to pour a ton of concrete here on the southbound lanes, this new part that they're working on southbound I-65. Now, they have pulled back most of those barrels, but this is an ongoing project. We did get an update from INDOT that they are expecting to move to phase 2 by the end of July or early August, so we're moving right along in this area. Eventually, these lanes of I-65, northbound and southbound, will be on the other side of the road, this new part, and then this area will be blocked off as they continue to work on that long-term bridge project. Again, this is going on all the way through November, so keep that in mind as you travel on the south side. Now, this weekend, we do have some changes for you. I want to take a look a little bit closer here at our Traffic Now map, and it's going to come back on for us in just a second here. Traveling on the southwest side this weekend, a big heads up if you're heading to the Indianapolis International Airport. We will have eastbound I-70, the airport ramps closed there, so you need to keep this in mind. Starting around 9 o'clock tonight, going till Monday morning. They should reopen this by 6 a.m. So if you're heading through this area, take a look over here at our little diagram here from INDOT. This is the bridge they're working on, the ramp that will be closing. They want you to continue eastbound all the way to I-465, head down to Kentucky Avenue, turn around at that exit, and then head back westbound on I-70, and then you can get to the airport. You could also get off a little farther back at State Road 267 and use that as a detour, take Stafford Road and a few other side streets. So a heads up if you're heading to the airport, maybe to catch a flight or to grab somebody else there. Let's take another look here at our map, moving all around town this day. Let's take a look here on the northwest side. We will have some lanes closing northbound and southbound on I-65 this weekend. This will be a little south of 38th Street again on the northwest side. I don't think you need to reroute this weekend, but just plan ahead if you're traveling through this area. You'll need to watch for workers and expect a few delays. East side, some pretty big changes this weekend. These will go into effect here at this interchange starting tonight around 9 o'clock, weather permitting, and then last until 6 a.m. Monday morning. Crews will be closing this ramp northbound I-465 to eastbound I-70 over the weekend, also closing 2 lanes of eastbound I-70 as you're heading past I-465. So you may want to take Shadeland Avenue over here as your detour. And then Sunday night, they'll be closing another ramp, southbound I-465 to eastbound I-70. So just keep that in mind as you're heading through that area over the weekend as they're working on that project. Taking you back over here to the near north side of town, this is a project we've been warning you about. It's a long-term paving project here on northbound and southbound I-65. The area crews will be working on is between MLK and 30th Street. This is looking ahead to next week in the overnight hours starting on Monday night, but at 9 p.m. lasting until 6 a.m. each morning. They'll have one lane open in both directions. They also may block off these ramps. That includes MLK, West Street, 21st Street, also 29th and 30th Street, but they won't close these at the same time. They'll just be one at a time when they're next to each other, so we'll continue to keep you updated each morning on Good Morning Indiana. So a lot going on this weekend, as you can see. You can always check your RTV6 app, click on the traffic tab to see the current delays and conditions, and of course we'll be keeping you updated.